Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains. Today we are here at a house that we installed a sump pump and a yard drain system about 8, 9, 10 years ago. The guy called and said, hey, the pump's not working, so we're going to check that out. But what was happening, the reason that we came out many years ago, was behind me you can see the hill. Water flooded down through here and it got stuck right here by the pool. So we put a small catch basin, gravel perforated pipe, leads over to the sump pump. As you can see, little drain, gravel perforated pipe, comes over to the sump pit, pump lifts it up, takes it out. So we've got a pit full of water, and we're going to plug the pump in here. And when we plugged it in, as you can see, it kicked right on. But it looks like that float is stuck. Or the switch is not, there it goes, the switch isn't functioning. So we're going to go ahead and replace this pump. And pretty straightforward. But really the pump's still pumping, but we're going to go ahead and replace it. We looked inside there and we see that the sump pump is working, but the float's sticking up and down a little bit. So we're going to put a new Zoller M53 in there. We're going to set it up for you. It's so simple. When you replace a pump, it only takes a few minutes. The Zoller has a nice pump. This is an M53 called a Mighty Mate. We're going to go ahead and just set it up here real quick. So with your handy dandy drill and your 5/16 inch driver bit, what we're going to do is unscrew these no hubs. We probably could just do the one, but we're going to do both of them to make sure. Make sure that's good and loose, and you can just pull it apart. As you can see, let that hang down. A little bit of water in that line. Next we're going to go ahead and pull off the lid and pull off the old cord. Then we're just going to pick up our pump and pull it right out. Pretty simple, right? Okay, so unfortunately we weren't able to unscrew the discharge. It actually broke off right here. So we've got to replace that. We're going to do that real quick. And first we'll start with putting our male threaded 1.5" adapter down in here. There you go. Screw that down in there hand tight. Then what I'm going to do is make a measurement on our new pipe, the same length as the old riser that came down through there. Just put a little mark on there with your hacksaw. Then we're just going to cut it off. Next, take our PVC cement. This is a Oatly medium bond. Works really good. And for all those people that say, oh, you got to put primer on here, well, this old piece was on here for almost 9 years, 10 years, and it's still there. It was so tight it broke off. You don't necessarily need primer, but you can if you want. Push it down in and hold it. Okay, so we're going to set our pump down into the pit. Always use your bar when you're setting your pump. Make sure that your float's not touching the side. Line it up. We're going to put our no hub back together. Handy dandy drill, 5/16 inch bit. Proper direction. We're going to tighten them up. Just as tight as your drill can make it. And we're actually all done. We're going to go ahead and plug this in. There's not quite enough water in there to kick on, but I can lift the float up, of course, just to test it. You know what we forgot to do? We forgot to put the lid on. So let's take it off one more time. Don't forget, we're professionals. We need to run our cord up through the lid. Also put the lid back over top of the riser. Now we can hook it up. Tighten it up good and tight, and we're all set. So all those people that like to make those interesting comments on the videos, hey, I could have done it the other way and you guys would have had a lot to talk about. Alright, let's plug it in. I'm going to reach down here to see if it kicks on, which I think it will, because it's brand new. Oh yeah, you might even hear it on the camera. But yeah, it's working great. So basically we're just going to put our lid back in place. And here's the discharge, where we brought the original line out. You can see my trademark V cut into the curb. And when we kicked the pump on, water did come out, as you can see, came right out here. So the line's in great working order. So 10 years, installation's doing great. Sump pump actually did work, but the float was kind of sticking. So we went ahead and put a new one in just to be safe. Hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day.